Hi all, I'm Lindsay Q with Self Love Warrior Club, where we heal, love, rise, play, and embody. Today we're talking about soul plan number 77, the frequency of unity, magnetism, and action. If you've ever been the one who connects the group, starts a movement, and make people feel safe coming together, this is your energy. You're a total catalyst. You can be a catalyst for change and positive change in people in a good way. 77 is linked to the Hebrew letter Zayin. I'm not going to say it. I'll put it right here. And the celestial body is Gemini. And it's linked to the left foot, symbolizing movement, progress, and stepping forward. These are the change makers of society. Souls who bring ideas, people, and possibilities together. They're magnetic, because their energy blends heart and action. When they move from authenticity and from their heart space, people just naturally want to follow them. On the high side, 77s are magnetic, open-hearted, demonstrative, and logical. They're very catalytic. They're great networkers, and they're really good at seeing both sides and being great at mediating. They can be great at building communities, bringing people together. They can be really good at uniting people with shared visions and inspire collaborations because they're just so warm and genuine. People just love being around them. But on the low side, this energy can be very controlling, which I would call like a type A energy. Very mistrustful, just denying their shadow side and being a non-participant and almost unwanted hermit energy. People that are stuck in the low side can have trouble with eating disorders or have left foot issues and just be prone to fantasies and just be very withdrawn, really being too much in the mind and not in the heart. And when they're too much in their mind and not connected to their heart, they can wear a mask and show society or people a version of them that's not truly who they are when they're in their heart space. A personal example of this on the low side, a client that was stuck more in the challenge energy of this, really struggled with an eating disorder, was very type A and controlling, and was so much of a hermit and mistrustful of society. They lived out in the woods, away from people for years and years. When this client became aware of this as a challenge energy, they really had the awareness and started taking action to overcome these challenges. And they started their own spiritual business and stepped out of living in the woods and created groups and communities and are really successful now and really being that catalytic energy, bringing groups of people together in such a positive, loving way. Healing affirmation that this client used and that can be really helpful for this energy is that as I learn to trust, I open my heart. And as I open my heart, I learn to trust. And people and amazing experiences flow to me. To help overcome challenges for this energy, practices with meditation that are helping you open your heart, doing some energy work, working on some heart blockages, or yoga or somatic movements, really connecting to that heart, that intuition, and learning how to unblock it. Parts work can be really good for this as well. Because this energy is really here to connect to that heart center and bring that authentic heart-centered self to others, bringing people together. Sorry, my dogs, there's someone at the door. Any kind of heart healing, heart opening, heart connecting practices are really good for this energy. The essence of 7-7 is learning that love and leadership come from authenticity and not control. This energy is all about action and activating that in others and bringing people together. So it's so important for this energy to connect groups and lead from their heart. And as I've said in other videos, if you've watched any of the others, this again is just a general interpretation of this energy. It can vary based on where it sits in your chart and how many times it's in your chart. So take what resonates, leave the rest, let your intuition lead. But if any of what I said resonated, I would love it if you could please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone that you think it might help. Thanks so much for watching.